The iPhone 14 is just around the corner, and in this video we'll talk about some leaks and some leaked rumors about the camera system of the all-new iPhone, specifically for us smartphone filmmakers. Before we will talk about the rumors for the all-new iPhone 14, I would like to thank the sponsor for today's video, WinX HD Video Converter. If you are filming with different cameras or smartphones and codecs, you surely ran into the issue that some programs just simply don't support certain formats. Everyone with an iPhone that shoots in Dolby Vision HDR knows what I'm talking about. The WinX HD Video Converter converts, compresses, and lets you edit 4K and HD videos. The handling is super easy and intuitive, and the best part is it works on Macs and also on Windows computers. They currently have a giveaway going on, so in case you're interested, just click the link below. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Hey, what's up guys, my name is Julian, I'm the creator of Smartphone Filmmaking Pro, and I'm super excited to have you all. iPhones have always been known to have some exceptional video quality, and the videos that you can create with an iPhone 12 or 13 for example is absolutely mind-blowing, but of course it's always just getting better, and this is just really exciting for us creators. So the first rumor that is floating around the internet is that the new iPhones will have a higher megapixel count. For the last, I think like 6 years or 5 years, all the iPhones have always had 12 megapixel cameras, and to be honest, that is fine for most things. That is, that is plenty enough. And one thing that is very important for us smartphone filmmakers, 12 megapixels is enough to shoot in 4K video. And that is what the iPhones in the last couple of years have always been doing, and that they have been doing really nice. But the rumors for this year states that the new iPhones will have a new camera system with 48 megapixels, which is quite a big jump from 12 megapixels. And for photos, of course, you will have more details, but also maybe just a little more grain and less low light performance. So it's always a pro and con. But what is really exciting for us smartphone filmmakers is that 48 megapixels will allow us to shoot in 8K video. And who has not been waiting for that? Well, I have not. But to be honest, shooting in 8K on a smartphone is overkill for basically everything. There is no real need for 8K video as of right now. I have shot 8K video with some of the OnePlus phones and the Samsung S21 Ultra, I think it was, and the video is sharper, it looks a little better, and it's quite nice to be honest. But the downsides of 8K, first of all, is the file size, and secondly is the compression. Most of these 8K videos are in H.265, and that is really taxing for the computers and also for the smartphones if you happen to edit on the smartphone itself. So everything of course has pros and cons. Of course the video quality and especially the sharpness will be better, but the overall workflow might be a little worse. So we will just see what happened. But overall, seeing how everything is improving slowly but surely is just really exciting, and I can't wait to what the future will bring. Something that I'm way more excited about than 8K video is an improvement of the cinematic mode. And with the iPhone 12 Pro and with the 13 Pro models, you already had this LiDAR sensor, and the LiDAR sensor is basically capturing a depth map of the surroundings. And with this map and AI technology, it is already possible to blur out the background in real time, and that is what is currently called cinematic mode. And as of right now, you can only shoot at 1080p at up to 30 frames per second, which is not that cinematic to be honest. So I'm really hoping that they will bump this up to 4K, because I think the difference from 1080p to 4K is really massive. And I'm also hoping that they will finally allow us to shoot at different frame rates. I would love to get 24 or 25 frames per second for that. So I'm really hoping that the entire technology with the LiDAR sensor and with cinematic mode is getting better, so that we can shoot even better videos with our smartphones. If you think about it, it is actually crazy what you can produce with a smartphone. You have cinematic mode, it blurs out the background so you can really replicate the look of a DSLR camera, for example. On the other hand, you have an ultra wide angle lens, a standard lens, and a telephoto lens, and with the ultra wide angle lens and a gimbal, you can create shots that are very hard to get with a regular camera. All of these phones also have the opportunity to to shoot in slow motion at up to 240 frames per second, which not even all of the pro cameras can do. So if you think about it, you can create some awesome looking videos. But to be able to create some awesome looking videos, you of course have to have some knowledge. And this is exactly why we have created smartphonefilmmakingpro.com. This is the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking with currently almost 200 tutorials and almost 20 hours of super high valuable content. We are absolutely confident to say this is by far the best online course about smartphone filmmaking that you can join. In case you would like to learn more, we have created a totally free webinar where I share the top 5 secrets to shooting cinematic videos with your smartphone. It will be the first link below that like button, so in case you're interested, you can definitely check this out. But now let's come back to the rumors of the iPhone 14, and something that they will improve will be the front-facing camera. The front-facing cameras on the iPhones are already pretty good if you compare them to some of their competitors, but there are definitely other companies that have some better front-facing cameras. And this year they will finally improve the front-facing camera. It will have a wider aperture of 1.9, and this year finally it will also have autofocus capabilities, because as of right now you always had a fixed focus point, and if you had like the right distance, then of course everything was looking just fine. But if you just came a little too close or a little too far back, then it was just not as sharp as it could be, because it was just not focusing. And this year they are finally adding this to the front-facing camera. And last but not least, they're also working on a better night mode. I think it has gotten way better with the iPhone 13 because the sensors were just bigger and overall just more light could come through to the sensor. And I think you could definitely notice that. So if you compare the iPhone 12 to the iPhone 13, you can definitely see that the performance in low light was getting much better, and they are even improving this year, so I'm very excited to see how good this will really be. The iPhone 13s already are extremely good. If you are in the market for an iPhone and you're thinking about whether you should wait for the iPhone 14 or the 13, I can definitely also recommend the 13 Pro. I have shot and edited an entire YouTube video on the 13 Pro. You can check it out right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.